Okay, now be ready with your notebooks. This is a review right now. You don't have to copy right now. Do not copy anything. It's a review. What is an electric current? If you remember the last class, we talked about that. We talk about the motor.
Electric
The motor can have
chain.
electricity. Can have
Right.
some particles that it can be a positive, negative, or it can be null, that it doesn't have any charge. And we talk about these for definitions. Resistant, it's any material that it can oppose the electricity. Conductor, that you can use a conductor to
Ah,
go
esto
flow
no
the
lo terminé de hacer
electricity.
porque
And
me iban a vacunar.
insulator is a material that the electric current doesn't pass easily because that it stops the electricity, the flow. Like this, we talk about this simple electric circuits.
Yeah.
Remember that we have a
Battery.
battery, we can have a switch, a wire, and a light bulb. So from the battery, there goes a flow of
And we
energy.
watch
We
a
have
video.
positive and negative. Yes, we watch the video also.
Yeah.
And you can turn on and off the switch to go
Va a ser
from
un...
the conductor here the electricity to the light bulb. We watch a video. I tell you some examples of conductors and insulators, like the copper conductor and the plastic insulator that we have. Some other examples. Remember that the gold, the metal, they are conductors. Insulator, the plastic. We can talk about the wood, the paper. So we need to have an insulator if we want to avoid this, to be electrocuted. Now, also here, more examples of insulators: paper, ceramic, plastic, glass, wood, rubber, and the different examples of electric conductors, like the gold, the copper, the seawater. Remember that the water, it's insulator. The electricity doesn't go easily, but if you put some kind of salt, so like the seawater, it contains salt, so it's going to become a conductor, an insulator. Now, let's talk about this. Let's copy this in your notebook. This is a title for today. How do electric circuits work? How do electric circuits work? That is the title. One minute to copy this class. How do electric circuits work?
This class is social studies.
No, we're in science. Finished? Did you finish the copy?
No.
No.
I finished, Miss.
Finished.
Hello? I finished, Miss. I finished.
Remember that electricity, it has like a circuit. As we're going to see that this is related to the previous topic because it has a circuit. The energy can flow from one side to the other if there is a circuit. Like the previous one, we talked about the battery. From the battery, there goes the electricity from the positive, negative charge using the conductor it may be a copper, that it's the wire. From the wire, it continues the flow of energy, and then it goes to the light bulb. So that is why the light bulb can turn on and off, because there is electricity. Once the battery, it doesn't have any energy, so it's not going to work. The light bulb, it's not going to turn on because the battery doesn't contain more electricity, more energy. So we're going to see different circuits, but most of the cases, they're going to be closed circuits, not open circuits, of how the energy goes from one side to the other side. Now, we're going to watch a video. Let's watch a video in this case. So it's an introduction video. So pay attention to this video. It might be also a review video for the last class.
Yeah, I have a question.
Okay, comments about this video class. Rebecca, tell me, Rebecca.
The video talked alerting and directing. Is directing, I think, are the things from electricity, and alerting are the plants of in the world. And I see things are big and connect all the electricity. Yeah.
Okay, excellent. Thank you, Rebecca. Who else wants to share something about the video or something that it calls your attention and you want to share? Gabriela, tell me, Gabriela.
There are two types of electricity: current electricity or
Alternative electricity.
alternative alternative electricity.
Okay, yes, the alternative. Perfect.
And if we are together, we can get electricity.
Okay, that's right. That's right. Excellent. Now let's copy this in the notebook, the electric circuits. We're going to copy. This is related to the video, but in other words, when we have electric circuits, the energy flows just in a closed circuit. How? As it was this, yes, copy this. Everybody copy this in your notebook, everything that is in the slide. So when we have these electric circuits, the energy flows from a closed circuit, like it was mentioned in the video. The energy goes from the battery to the light bulb. So it's a closed circuit. It just uses the battery, the wire that contains the conductor, that it can be a copper conductor in the wire, and the light bulb, or we can have a switch that it can turn on and off.
Copy this.
Yes, copy this, please.
Okay.
And this is electric circuits. Now we have two types. We have different types of electric circuits that it can be a open circuits, a closed circuits. But we're going to make emphasis in these two. The series circuit. That is number one. The series circuit is it's a circuit that connects several objects one after another so that the current flows in single path. So it means that we have a battery, we have the wire, and then instead of having just one light bulb, we can have two light bulbs, two lights. But is using the same battery, they are using the same wire, so the energy goes from in the same path, just with the only or the single wire. That is different from the parallel circuit. That it says parallel circuit is a circuit that connects several objects in a way that the currents for each object has its own path. So in other words, it says that we can have, again, one battery, we can have many wires, and many light bulbs. And they are going to turn on and off according to the wire that it's direct, that it's parallel circuit that's for. In next slide, I'm going to show you some examples. So you are going to see better with the examples, these definitions.
I'm finished.
Finished? Okay. I'm going to take the attendance while you were writing this. Ana, Andrea, and Camila.
Present.
Present.
Okay, perfect. Gabriela, Isabela, and Kiara.
Present.
Present.
Okay. Lucia, Mia, and Rebecca.
Present.
Rosa, Valerie, and Sian.
Present.
Perfect. All the girls are connected today here in the class. Perfect. Now let's see boys. Alberto, Danny, and Fernando.
Present.
Present.
Perfect. Hermes, Joshua, and Caleb.
Present.
Perfect. Marcelo, Santiago Hernandez, and Santiago Chavez.
Present.
Santiago Hernandez, Piayos. No.
No, it's correct. Nothing.
Thank you.
I finished. I finished, Miss.
Okay.
I finish.
1 more minute, class. 1 more minute to finish.
I finished.
Okay, Caleb. Thank you, Joshua. You can put down your notebook.
We're going to send this code to GDS.
No, that's why you don't have to send to school again. Thank you, Caleb.
Why we don't have to send this to school?
Because you are doing it here and you're showing your notebook here, so it's not necessary to send to school again. But remember that sometimes you have to send some things to school again, like one thing in social, one thing in math, that is what you need to send. But not all the things, not all the class where you need to send to school.
Miss, I think that I'm going to
Thank you,
send.
Sia. Tell me, Anna.
I think that I'm going to set all the work on the work of the work on the class today. I think.
10 seconds, class, to finish. Just 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8.
Yes, what is the topic?
What is the title, class?
How
Electric
electric circuits work?
Yes, there you have it in the chat. I'm going to say it one more time. How do electric circuits work? That is the title. 7, 6, 5, 4,
I finish.
3. Okay,
I
Santiago.
finish.
2, 1, and 0. Okay, let's go to the next slide. Now, Don't forget that we're talking about the electric circuits, that it goes through in a closed circuit. We're making emphasis in the closed circuits. Now, we have series circuits and parallel circuits. I have here some examples. Look at this. This is a simple circuit. Why? Because it's a battery, there is a wire, it can have a light bulb, and here the switch that it can turn on and off if it's going to turn on and off the light bulb, obviously. This is simple. But here I have another picture of the other circuits. The series circuit, that is the definition that you copy, is like this. You have one battery, it has the wire with the conductor. This is the switch. And as you can notice, we have two light bulbs. But these two light bulbs, they have only one wire. So the energy, the flows of energy goes from here, from the battery, it goes to the switch, and then it turns on the first light bulb, then it goes through the wire again and turns on the second light bulb, and then goes to the battery. In this way is the path or the flow of energy. Now, this is different. Look at the parallel circuit. We have the same things. We have a battery, a switch, wires, and two light bulbs, but it's different. Why? Because you have the battery, it goes through the wire to the switch. And as you can notice, we have here the wire, and it can have two directions. It can go to the energy that goes, the flows from one light bulb, but at the same time, it can go to the second light bulb. So once you turn on this switch, it's going to turn on the two of them. So they have singular wires, and then the energy goes from here. The energy from the first light bulb goes here, and then they are in the same wire to the battery. Do you see the difference between series circuit and parallel circuit, class?
Wow.
Yes? Okay,
Yes.
More examples here. This is a closed circuit. Why it's called a closed circuit? Because as you can notice, the energy goes easily. When it's open, when you see here, you cut the wire, so it's open, so you need to have any other, for example, a metal that is going to allow to go the energy. But we're talking about closed circuits. Closed circuits, that it's the series circuits and the parallel circuit, that they have their own wire, and the series circuit, they use the same wire. Okay, let me tell you what is happening here, class. Who can describe this picture?
The boy is
It's eating the wire.
Yeah.
The wire.
The
wire.
Okay, and do you think that that is going to damage or it can injure the body of the baby?
damage.
Going to damage
Ah,
the little kid.
It's going to be dead, says Santiago Chavez. That's right. Or look at this. What's happening here, class?
Yeah,
Boy
He's gonna
has a lot of water and has an electricity water.
Do you think that when it's water like this, you can touch this, the appliances, some electricity? No, why? You're gonna be dead, like it says Santiago Chavez. Because, and also it's made of metal. Remember that if it's made of metal, something, and you put it where is electricity, that is going to allow the flow and energy to go.
And the
So this boy
wire.
is going to be electrocuted. It's got to be electrocuted. So here we have this information. You don't have to copy. Use electricity safely. Unlock that outlet, like the outlet that you are using. If you have many, if you can have many things, many wires connected to the outlet. So do not connect too much. Do not connect the TV. Do not connect also in this outlet. Do not connect also the computer, the cell phone, the radio, and all those things. You see that it can have many things connected, so that it can be dangerous. Unplug those appliances that you're using. If you're not using the TV, you have to unplug it. Do not leave it.
I get
connected. Replace that cord. Yes, the cord. Sometimes we use the cord that even though it's damaged, we still use it. For example, when we use the charge of the cell phone, maybe it's damaged, so we have to have a new one, not using the same cord that maybe it's damaged. Move those papers. Do not leave papers close to where it's electricity, and keep it dry. Like this girl, look at this girl. She is playing with this, with her hands, with this appliance, and there is water here. So we cannot do that because that it's dangerous. Here I have other examples. Look at these examples. Never put metal objects in outlets or appliances. You cannot put aluminum, for example, in the microwave, right? That's dangerous. You cannot do that. Don't plug too much stuff into one outlet like this. The previous one I was saying to you. Never mix water and electricity. You cannot, girls, you cannot be drying your hair where you have a lot of water. When you are trying to look beautiful, maybe you are going to not look beautiful because if there is water and electricity, it can injure you. Stay away from power lines. Look at this. When you see some wires on cables on the street, be carefully. Stay away from transformers and substations like this. I don't know if you have the opportunity to see of them, but you cannot be playing there. Some kids like to be playing there, but it's so dangerous.
What is this mean?
Transformers?
Transformers, un transformador. So what they have is electricity. They have electricity. If not, you're going to look like this. If you have some wires that they are like the cable, that it's damaged, do not use it because you're going to look like this boy. Okay, now, okay, this questionnaire we're not going to copy because we don't have much time, but let's read the question and the answers. What it says, question number 1, how does an object get an electric charge? Remember, an object gets an electric charge when it gains or loses negative charges. And what happens to an electric current when a circuit is closed? An electric current will not flow unless it has a closed pathway or circuit to flow through. So as I was telling you in the previous one, when it is closed, if it has a closed pathway, it's going to flow through the same wire. But if it is open, it's an open circuit, so we need to have a metal or other conductor of electricity to go the energy through. Yes, now questions about this one. Any questions?
I have to say.
Okay, tell me, Kale.
Cuando las mujeres están peinando y tienen el coso, la mano mojada, en vez de volverse bonitas, tienen los pelos así de
That's right, yes, because it says that you cannot be doing the same at the same time, having water, mixed water with electricity. Now, remember that you don't have homework in this class in science, so let's finish here. Let's go and have bye-bye.
Bye-bye.